that the board is interrupting our work that we have to do, and it's affecting board at this point. And I will respectfully have to ask you to do it one more time, that you're out of order, or outbursting, or not. When I say stop, it just needs to stop, please. I mean, we need to work together. This is ridiculous. That's your warning.
We should have some control as well. And
No, understood. Understood.
It's not so much, stakeholders are giving their input, they went back and forth, but they could stop it.
It could, but, you know,
That's okay, it was just my comment.
that's it. And we are human, and there's only so much that people can take, and it's gonna hold up. So, we're gonna go ahead and okay, we're on item 8. The motion to, we're on item 7, and we're in public comment, and
Feels uncomfortable.
Thank you.
Public joke.
First of all, this motion here is completely different from the original motion. The work to redraft this motion as was not done in a public setting. Wasn't sent back to the Budget and Finance Committee, wasn't sent back to the Outreach Committee. It was done in a non-open, transparent manner. I asked the department for information on this, and I have not received any documentation from the department on these issues. Again, expenditures should be done either in committee or in an open setting such as this forum tonight. Okay, thus, we get into the question, why are we picking one vendor? If we knew all along we were going to be paying for food, how come there wasn't an RFP put out, request for a proposal? Because Henchman Mango is not the only restaurant in the LA32 community. It would have shown an open, transparent process to say, hey, look, if the people organizing the event wanted us to provide $1,000 for refreshments, then why did he not tell us that? Why did we not put this out for bid so other restaurants and other eateries in the community would have had the open, transparent opportunity to put a proposal in for this? What is being done here is we're catering to one person, a former board president. And I can show some documentation that makes it really interesting why this person is being singled out for this sort of treatment. Again, this board's on exhausted efforts. This is the type of issue that gets your board put on exhausted efforts. The fact that there's no openness and transparency, there was no committee process done on this language or anything. This was all done in concert between certain members of the board and department staff. That's wrong, and it should be investigated. Thank you very much.
thank you. Any other public comment?
Yes, again, I just wanted to say that at the last meeting where this motion was visited, it was publicly made that the vendor was going to be Enchon Mexico, and it was going to be food. So I do see that there's a little bit of difference in the motion, but it was announced that it was going to be food, and that's in the motion now. And it had been announced it was Enchon Mexico. That is the vendor that ESCA was working with. And again, the board approved $1,000 for this. It just didn't put Enchon Mexico on the motion. So I would ask this board to go ahead and pass the motion with the correct wording that was at the agenda. It was at the public meeting.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. Is there any other public comment on this item?
Good evening, directors. My name is Anthony Manzano. I'm going to be speaking directly to item number 7. The reason why this came about actually is because during last month's general board meeting held in the month of October, myself made an observation that the board was prepared to make an illegal payment to a third-party vendor. It's because of my position that the department, or excuse me, that the board decided to reconsider, because the board actually realized that they were making or prepared to make an illegal expense, or an inappropriate expense, what I'd say. Meaning the board realized actually that my stance is true, accurate, maybe I'm right. So to pay this now seems acceptable, but you first have to honor and recognize that an error was made. Because without the error being made, or reconsidering what you guys are doing, I would probably say the $1,000 is a little excessive, or perhaps consider retro payment. Because now that the event has passed, you're going back and saying, well, we owe them, let's pay them. If you really would have done this the right way, with proper experience and knowing what the board was done, and the position should have been taken the first time, last month, in advance to the event, just place the agenda properly and make sure that the board hears the concerns of the community and sort of limits the mistakes. Because I guess I come back, I had to go leave and excuse myself for a moment, but it shows that the mistakes are continuous. And I guess with these continued mistakes, they're becoming errors. And the sort of feeling that I get of it, being a former board member and participating with the neighborhood council for 10 years, is if you're not willing to fix the mistakes, then it's your fault for the errors. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Yeah. Did we read the board comment already? We're gonna go ahead and take a vote. We're voting on the motion that LA 32 Neighborhood Council co-sponsor with Australian Community Arts at Dia de los Muertos event, funding up to $1,000 to be paid to Hecho Mexico for food to be provided at the Dia de los Muertos event on Saturday, November 1st, 2014. In addition, for use at the event, LA 32 NC will provide glue, glitter, tissue paper that is currently in the public storage, and the use of the LA 32 Easy Up and chairs. All in favor? Raise your hand.
Oh, that's right, it's a budget.
Oh, okay. Will you record?
Yes, I'll take it.
Okay, please. Sasha?
Yes.
Nick? Angela?
Yes.
Gama?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Yes.
Ruben? Cynthia, are you? I abstain. And I abstain.
Yes.
Michelle? Final count, 702.
Yeah. 7 yes. One abstain. Since you don't know.
That's a thing she does all.
Okay.
I do.
So then it's two.
Give thanks.
So 2 abstentions.
702.
Yes.
Final count on the vote is 702. Motion passes.
Marlene, just a quick point of order, please. Who seconded the motion?
Michelle?
Okay, and,
Ruben.
okay, just another quick point of order. Everybody's had the training, the ethics training, and so on.
Yeah, except on.
Everybody can vote on that, it's up here? Okay, thank you.
Okay, item A. Discussion and possible action. This is another reconsideration. Same issue. Are you okay to do that? Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Again, and per the bylaws, to reconsider a motion, it needs to be in writing to the recording secretary, and that's why it was done via email. Michelle did request to reconsider the motion, so go ahead and explain.
Reconsider that it will be paid when we, removal of exhausted efforts is what it was.
This poor guy here.
Oh, that's right. The transfer of funds will be transferred once we are removed of exhausted efforts to the recreational, streams and
Move it up.
parks and recs.
Maybe by 11.
Yeah,
You could do the
yeah,
vacancies
it
and
was
then
gonna be a transfer, interdepartmental
You do that.
transfer of funds between two departments done and the rate price. So.
And they also have been informed that when we get off exhausted
Number
efforts, they
16.
will